very good zoner. It might be useful against Gibby, who is a very aggressive person.
Yeah, exactly. And not only that, but the zoning capabilities of ManChest combined with the flash kick, right? Very fast flash kick should be a good anti-air option, as ManChest does like to hop in a lot with all of his characters.
That's true. And we're starting off the round with Tung Furu, who's getting a little bit of damage from grabs and stray Shohas.
Yeah, you see ManChest always active, even on the defensive end. LordWalkman's gonna pick his spots, try to find his way to get it started, but ManChest, super.
Just tearing away at that Tung Furu. And one big buff for Ralph is that he's able to, or he has 1,100 health. So he's a lot beefier than a lot of the other characters in the cast.
Yeah, exactly. With KO 14 adding a differentiating health between the characters, see Ralph actually tankier than most. Especially this guy, ManChest curling up with a pillow, definitely not going to be as tanky as Ralph. Headbutt to start it off.
Run out the pillow to control some space. But he's got himself in the corner. I wonder how LordWalkman's going to be able to get himself out.
Oh, okay. Low back. Give himself some space. Bringing the pressure. Gotta see how Gibby deals with the situation with ManChest. I'm not sure how much match experience he has on it.
Oh, wow. Saw the jump and used a different fireball to get him out of it. He's content walking backwards. You can see he's trying to hold a charge.
Yeah, LordWalkman with 4 meters on deck. If he gets any solid hit, I expect a max cancel. He'll find it there. Oh, just avoiding around, just to avoid the normals.
Swinging for the fences.
Oh, just a jumping, but wow, he's just going out of super, and that's gonna be connected.
I wonder what happened there. You have any commentary on that?
Oh, just looked like he didn't input his jump in, like, follow-up in time, and Walkman is no stranger to mashing out a super, I'll tell you that much.
Looks like you don't have very much confidence in him.
No, I mean, he knows when he can get away with it. In a situation like that, if you're going to drop your input, like, Gibby's not going to block. So it was really just a smart super. If the combo happened, then he wasn't going to get it, and if it didn't happen, then Gibby was going to get hit.
I can see that. It looks like it's a different situation now. Rock's being the one that's very aggressive and killing ManChest in the process.
Rocking the pink jacket. Did not have this color. Invoking some killer cam.
Pretty fashionable. Now we have Goro.
Yeah, this is the special. This is the LordWalkman special, right? See how much damage he can do on this character. Got the 4 bars on deck.
I see a couple of those whiffed air grabs. I think he's looking for Gibby to jump and take advantage of that situation.
Yeah, I would like to see a larger punish on that instant jump normal from Gibby that was blocked.
That is true. Yeah.
Maximum.
Wonder what he's planning here. Oh, wow. Oh, goes for the low grab and misses.
Unfortunate, Gibby running right through with the Rock Howard. Finds the low miss, can't get from into maximum cancel their own. They are swinging on each other right now. Gets the trade. Diamond still in the corner. Will get out of it after the jump in, but not before Gibby finds the combo.
Oh, and a nice air grab. Oh, he could have followed up off of that.
The empty jump throw. Empty jump throw from Gibby. Catching LordWalkman off guard. It's really hard to read the empty jump throws from Gibby just because he's so aggressive in his play. So when he doesn't jump in with a normal, it's very hard to predict.
You don't know if he's going to jump twice, if he's going to go low, or he just might throw out a normal or run up on you.
Yet the aggressive play from ManChest, always keeping his opponents on their toes. Walkman pretty used to it though, so we're just going to see how he adjusts to the matchup experience against Ralph and Rock, because he has fought against Gibby's Dinosaur plenty of times.
You would think that he played a lot against this Ralph, but with a lot of the buffs that happened with Ralph, this could be a completely different character.
Yeah, and Gibby does play quite a bit of Ralph, but at the same time, like, it's not as much of a staple in his team as Dinosaur. Ooh.
Ooh, he opted to do max mode and then went for a grab to continue to keep his opponent in the corner. But grab deserves another one.
Finds the low, no max mode confirms, gonna take the damage he can get. Ooh.
Oh, that's very unsafe. It's gonna be a full punish.
Old man buff swing, not gonna be useful when it's blocked. Ralph easily disposes Tongue Furu. See how the Menton-kun can do it. It actually did do some work at least for LordWalkman in the first game. Good throw.
I think it was due to the strategy. He was using it to keep Ralph from going in the air.
Yeah, we saw him already turn back to that right there with the anti-air pillar after the original. Ooh.
But we've got to assume that Dr. KOF is going to make some adjustments to get around that. Opting to do a...
Oh no.
I like the use of normal pressure here. He's using to continue to reset the situation. Oh, and gets a maximum conversion. This is looking like an OCV, folks.
Yeah, we'll see. Daimon's gonna have a lot of mirror to work with. About half a bar away from 5. Always find his way in. Daimon should be alright in this matchup, considering Ralph's gonna predominantly try to go in. Like right here. You just have the answers, but that's gonna be the real problem. That stand D from Ralph is gonna outspace Daimon pretty hard.
That's right. Oh, just mix-up after mix-up. I think he's throwing out those grabs to try and bait out that counter super.
Yeah, it's definitely a good point. LordWalkman does tend to turn to that in corner situations.
Oh, that could have been a super cancel. Wonder what he's looking for. Oh, no super cancel again? Just opting to just throw DP grabs.
Alright. Gonna have 5 bars on deck for the next character. He's gonna need all of them if he wants to make this comeback. The next up with the Rock. He didn't quite find an answer for the Rock in the first game. Oh,
I think if he
in CD.
I think if he wants to take this round, he's going to have to change up. Oh no.
Now it's canceled.
Right into Deadly Neo Rave. That could be the end. Oh no, it's not.
Oh, good anti-air. Oh, trying for the ground pound, but got interrupted. Rock Howard cleaning it up 2-0 for Mr. ManChest.
And you know that LordWalkman wants to get down to that King of Dinosaurs where he's in a more familiar fighting ground. But it just seems like he's having a hard time getting around this aggressive Rock play.
Yeah, Rock came in, cleaned up the work that Ralph mostly did that game. And yeah, just think with the changes, like, can you give me a rundown quickly of the important changes for Ralph?
Well, and let me pull that up really fast, but for Ralph, the big thing is that he's got a lot more hitbox ranges. He has a little bit more of a guard crush value on some of his specials. Okay. He also has a decent amount of... Let me think. I'm sorry, I'll have to pull it up, but we can talk about that later.
The hitbox ranges were enough to... That's all I really want to know. You can see him put in the work with them so hard in this first round. Tongue Furu has gotten to do nothing against Ralph.
That's
complete
true.
Domination with the normals between like the jump D and the jump CD and the stand far D. Couldn't find his way in. Menton-kun's had a little bit more success because he's got the ranged option, but still hasn't been able to get out of it.
There are options for Tongue Furu to use his normals, like his down C to space out Ralph, but it just doesn't seem like Walkman was able to take advantage of that.
Yeah, it seems still a little bit uncomfortable on the character.
I wonder if he's still having... Oh, nice grabs. Oh! Tries to super in his face. A nice CD to keep him away.
Yeah, see, I mean, Gibby's definitely going to jump in. I want to see Walkman have that flash kick ready. This time gets a throw. Oh, baited it out. Yeah, man, but you can't do it when he's still on the ground. Gotta go wake up option. Gibby will be looking for those. But as an anti-air, I would like to see him utilize it more.
He is using some of his anti-airs. Like, you could see that he was doing his down D to try and anti-air some of the jump-ins. But it's only going to trade against some of his characters.
Yeah.
Nice super cancel from LordWalkman.
Cool.
Nice. Just a little bit of health to go. Can he finish this off, or can ManChest be able to do a little bit more damage before Ralph is out? Oh, here comes a full conversion.
Now into the corner, 5 bars still for LordWalkman. Can he escape this corner situation? Low, a little bit too far to connect to the Sansea, and he will live to fight against the Rock Howard at least.
Well, with 5 bars, he could do a significant amount of damage, but we've seen time and time again that he's not able to get a consistent amount of damage against his rock.
He's figured anything out just yet. Starts out with a fireball, and then immediately goes back in, just hits it with the low grab. Nice jump back.
Yeah, I really like that use of spacing. Oh! Just rolls up and throws him, and goes right into the climax cancel.
Open the eyes, full power, no limits. Oh wow. Decent trade for Rock. Yeah.
And
Climax cancel right back.
That's gonna be the end. GG's LordWalkman.
Indeed, is just wraps that up 3-0. Seems to be new territory with the Ralph, the buffs, and the extended hitbox ranges. Really just putting so much work against Tony. He didn't really couldn't find the answers with Tung Faru and Menten Kun. Menten Kun was able to get a little bit of damage in there with the flash kicks and the spacing with the fireballs, but overall it was just too overwhelming on Gibby's part.
I agree. It looked like LordWalkman was just totally outplayed.
Alright. So again, I'm sorry to